Hey, what's up guys? Mincy here back in with another video, and today I am bringing you my review of Tavern Rumble. Now, what is Tavern Rumble? This is a roguelike deck building card game available on the App Store. Now, the link to the game will be in the description down below for iOS as well as Android if it's available for Android. Before we get into the review, please leave a like, leave a comment down below, pop a sub if you're new or you enjoy mobile gaming content, because that's all I make on this YouTube channel. It really helps me out. But without further ado, let's get right into the review. All right, now, first and foremost, the art style and sound design. The sound design is a little bit lacking in this game. There's still sound effects. They're not annoying. They're not repetitive, but there's not a lot of them. And the few and far between sound effects can get repetitive over time. Now, with the music, there's not a lot of music, but the music that is here isn't bad. It's just there's not a lot of it, and so it can also get repetitive over time. But with roguelike card games or roguelike deck building card games, the most important thing is its gameplay. Now let's get right into its gameplay. Now, when you start a playthrough of this game, it will ask you to choose a guild. Now, these guilds range from like the Knight Guild, who's a very defensive class, like beefy class, and depending on what guild you choose, you will have a different starting health count. So that's important to keep in mind. Or the Mage Guild. Now, these have specific names, but I'm just trying to explain it to you in a simple term. Now, the Mage Guild has very powerful spells and units that will buff up spells that you use and make spells cost less. There's Assassins who are very, very offensive but have very little defense, stuff of that nature. And the guilds kind of play into the deck building aspect because you're using units or characters of that guild. I thought it was really cool. And depending on what guild you choose, there's a different playstyle, and you start out with a specific set of cards for that playstyle. So that's really cool. Now, once you choose that guild, then you get into the map, so to speak. And it looks like a skill tree that runs from left to right. And there's different branches, different pathways, and stuff of that nature. Now, you can choose on the far left, you choose one of the choices, and then it'll set you down a certain branch, and you get to choose how you maneuver through that skills tree, so to speak. Now, the skill tree consists of fights. So you will be fighting enemies. It'll consist of shops that you can buy cards from, and it'll consist of places that will upgrade existing cards in your deck. It'll exist, and then there will be specific events that will allow you to choose what happens, and it'll have a little tiny story blurb, so to speak. And then there'll be places that you can get rid of cards in your deck so that you're making a specific synergy and making it as consistent as possible so you can travel farther along. And then there's boss little nodes on the skill tree that you can fight the boss, stuff of that nature. And it's all up to you in what order you face it in and what branches you go down. Now, the battle system is what really sets this game apart and what I love so much. Now, it consists of a grid. Now, half of that grid is afforded to your enemy, and half of that grid is afforded to you. Now, enemies will be on specific blocks of that grid, and they will have specific attack powers, as well as how many times they will attack in one turn. So you have to pay attention to how powerful their attack is and how many attacks they will be making. Now, on your side of the grid, you want to position your units in front of your enemies on the other side. So horizontally, directly across, you want to position them directly across to defend their attacks. So they will attack 4 damage, and you want to block that 4 damage. Now, if there's nothing in that horizontal row across from the enemy, they will attack your health directly. Now, with your side of the field and with enemies and cards and spells that you'll be using, you'll have an amount of mana in the bottom left-hand corner. Now, you can play as many cards as you want as long as you have enough mana to do so. Now, with that mana, you'll be placing units on that grid to attack units across. So the same applies to you. If you want to attack a unit across from you, if you want to attack a unit, you have to place a unit across from them on that grid in the similar row. Now, there's other units that have different abilities that will counteract or manipulate that basic rule, but that is the basic rule. Now, whenever you play all of the cards that you can with your mana, you press end turn, and your units will attack first, so they'll attack across. Now, if there's no enemy across in the same exact row, then it'll attack the next enemy closest to it downwards. So instead of attacking your enemy's health, you're just attacking the next available creature. And when all of the enemies are wiped off of the screen, then you progress through that fight and you're able to go down that skill tree of choices again. Now, like I said, there's spell cards that you can use to manipulate your units, manipulate your enemies' units, to attack units directly, stuff of that nature. There's so many things that you can do to manipulate units on the grid, and it's very strategic and very, very satisfying. I love this system, this battle system. It really sets it apart from things like Slay the Spire or Pirates, Outlaws, stuff of that nature. Really, really well done. I love this battle system. Now, other than the battle system, what really sets it apart is its monetization, and let's get into that right now. So this game is free. It's free to try, and you can try it for yourself. Now, there's a variety of different monetization practices in this, but it's really unique. It really sets it apart from other roguelike deck building card games available on the App Store, and I don't think it's aggressive at all, and it allows you to utilize it in any way you see fit. So it's free, and you get the Knight class up front, or the Knight guild up front, for free. So you can play that guild as many times as you want. Now, there's a variety of other guilds to play, and actually a huge variety of guilds to play, in my opinion. And in order to unlock those, you have to earn a currency. Now, you can purchase this currency outright with money, or you can earn it through doing challenges. Now, you can do these challenges steadily, so they'll have daily challenges as well as just challenges to beat the game with a specific guild and stuff of that nature. Now, you pile up that currency. It's going to take a little while, but you can eventually unlock a class so that you can play it as many times as you want, like the Knight class. Now, say you have a challenge to use the Mage Guild, but you don't have it unlocked yet. Each day you get 5 free passes, and how you get that free pass is you watch a short 30-second ad, and then you're able to use that guild once. And so you can play through with that guild, and you get 5 of those a day. So you could play 5 other guilds, different guilds if you wanted, or play one other guild that you don't have unlocked 5 different times just by watching a 30-second ad, which I thought was very interesting. Now, you can also watch incentivized ads to get that currency to unlock permanently other guilds. Now, there's other challenges too that you can do to unlock cosmetics, and you can purchase cosmetics for these cards and these guilds. So there's a little bit on offer for everything. Now, you can also, if you don't want to fiddle with currencies and all of that and watch ads and crap like that, you can outright buy every other class for a specific amount of money. And these usually range up for about $2.99 each, which is kind of steep once you add them all up together. It's like $15, $20-ish. I don't remember off the top of my head, but if you just want to make this a completely premium experience with everything unlocked to you, and then you can still do challenges to stack up currencies, then you can spend about $15, and this is a premium game. Now, this is going to sound crazy, but I think $15 is worth it for this game. If you just want to experience, if you really like this game, which I do, I could definitely see myself purchasing every guild and spending $15 to make this a premium experience. Now, like the developer said, this is going to be continued to be updated and added upon. This is a game in the works. It's not completely finished, but man, does it feel more finished than other games on the App Store when they're technically finished. Now, at the end of it all, it comes down to, would I suggest for you guys to try out Tavern Rumble, and does it stack up against other games in the genre? Yes, without a doubt, hands down, 100% yes. Definitely try it out, especially if you like roguelikes, or if you like roguelike deck building card games, or if you enjoy Slay the Spire or Pirates Outlaws. This has a battle system that sets it apart from those others, and I actually like the battle system more, in my opinion. And there is so much content to experience here. So many guilds, so many cards, so much replayability. This is as good as it gets on the App Store, in my opinion. 100% yes. Highly suggest this game. I am absolutely addicted. So again, please leave a like if this helped you guys out, and please leave a comment. If you made it to this point in the video, leave a comment in the comment section down below. What is your favorite roguelike deck building card game available on the App Store? I'm curious to know. I always love getting suggestions in this genre because it's so fun. But again, Tavern Rumble is pretty much as good as it gets. Highly suggest it. I hope you guys are staying safe. Love you guys, and take it easy.